Yo. You there, man? The topic of this video is going to be about why didn't God leave any proof? This is like such an important video to make, certainly regarding like religion, especially because, you know, right now there is like a big fat fucking almost like a tug of war between like all of the major world religions, and it's so whimsical to notice this and to think about the fact that it's been going on for like almost thousands of years. There's been like a tug of war between like different like religious groups, like Christians, Muslims, Jews, whatever you want to call it. There's been like a tug of war, you know what I mean? And Hinduism as well, and Sikhism. There's all these other religions as well. There's been like a tug, almost like a tug of war, and it's kind of it's a bit, I don't want to use any bad language, but it's so dumb to see this. And it's been going on for like almost like a good couple centuries, isn't it? So it's like, well, why? It's so stupid to think about it though. There's like a tug of war between the world religions, and if there really is like a God, this is like one of the things that I don't get. Why wouldn't God make it beyond like obvious and clear about which religion is certainly true and which deity is certainly real? Like, certainly if there was like a supernatural being, whatever you want to call it, maybe perhaps you want to call it Jehovah, whatever you want to call it, Allah, whatever you want to call it, if there was actually a supernatural being above our skies, that being wouldn't it be like logical for that being to make things as crystal clear as possible as to which certain religion and like holy scripture is true, so that why would it, especially if there's like a very serious like penalty like fucking, like, you know, eternal damnation, eternal hellfire, eternal damnation. If there's like a very serious penalty, you know what I mean, and if there truly is like a God above our skies, wouldn't it make sense that he would make things so like obvious, crystal clear as to which certain religion is true, and there wouldn't be a need for like any sort of like tug of war, which is so ridiculous if you think about it, that there's like a tug of war that happens right now between Christians and Muslims. Certainly, actually, I think that's like the most dominant like kind of like back and forth that you can find, especially on YouTube, the internet. There's like a big fat tug of war between like Christians and Muslims, and there's like, they debate about like the Bible and the Quran, etc., and there's like a tug of war between like which religion is true. It's so dumb, because if there really is a God, why wouldn't he make it beyond like crystal clear, beyond like obvious, that actually this religion is actually the most correct one to follow? Why would he, if there was a deity above our skies, why would he make it so hard to understand which religion is true, like to know which deity is real? Like, if there was one true God in it, wouldn't he make it beyond like crystal clear and obvious as to which certain religion is true? And obviously some people have their own like types of like interpretations and all that, man. Some people, they have their own like interpretations as to why like God leaves it like ambiguous. There's like a lot of ambiguity, you know what I mean, regarding like our world, and like as to like which religion is true. There's like a lot of ambiguity, but to me it's like, it's so nonsensical. Like, if there was actually a deity, why wouldn't he leave any type of certain like crystal clear evidence? Because certainly, I know in Islamic theology there is like something called like eternal hellfire, eternal damnation, Jahannam, or whatever you want to call it. There's like eternal hellfire, and if there's like that threat of like eternal damnation, if you don't get it right, if you don't follow the right revelation, why wouldn't an omnibenevolent God make things super crystal clear? One of the things I never got when I was younger is that God could clearly, God is like omnipotent, all-powerful, so he could have just put an angel in the sky, you know what I mean? And then there would be no more atheists, you know what I mean? That's the reason there's atheists and all this sort of stuff, like people that are like not very religious. The reason they're not religious is because they aren't convinced, you know what I mean? They don't have any like proper like solid piece of evidence to prove to them that God's actually real, because it is pretty much just like make-believe, you know what I mean? Because there's no like, in the real world you can't like show like demons and angels and God and all that, so it's like, is it even real then if you can't even show it in a test tube? And that's one of the things I never got when I was like a lot younger, man, is that if there was like a God why wouldn't he just put like an angel up in the sky? It would be so crystal clear if there was like something like that, if there truly was a God, that all he would have to do to get rid of all the doubt about his existence was to put like some supernatural thing in the sky. But some people would say, well, people can still doubt and like not really believe in that, but still not actually. If there was like an angel in the sky giving like sermons about which God is true, that angel was like interacting with us like as an intermediary. Because what I never understood is like, you know, like Prophet Muhammad and the biblical prophets and whatever, they actually were lucky enough to be like talking to like angels, bro. They were talking and speaking to angels. They were having like this like very like magical experiences with angels. Why can't God just give everyone like one big angel in the sky to see, and then that angel can communicate with all of us at the same time, and there's no more doubt, and we all know which religion is true, and there's no more like tug of war, bro. That's so dumb. It's been going on for like thousands of years, you know what I mean? This like big tug of war between the major world religions, and it's so dumb that there's like this big tug of war, and it means it's so nonsensical and stupid that there's like a tug of war between all of the major world religions, and there's no like good reason for it. It makes no sense, man. I swear down. If there was like such a being in the sky, a god, a deity in it, why wouldn't he make it beyond like crystal clear, beyond like obvious as to which certain religion is like super duper true, you know what I mean? Why would he leave things ambiguous with so much ambiguity? To me, that would suggest like some type of like malintent involved, you know what I mean? But truly, honestly, think about this. There has always been like a tug of war between different certain like religious organizations and groups, and they all have their own claims about which God is real and which is true. But the thing here is, if there was truly a God above our skies, wouldn't he have at least like tried to demonstrate his existence in some meaningful way? Why is it that the Prophet Muhammad or the biblical prophets, they got to speak with angels? For them, like for the Prophet Muhammad, he saw the angel Gabriel, so for sure to him God is actually real then, because he has like some sort of supernatural experience with these deities and with these like beings. But for us average folk, we don't have anything to go off of to even think that there is actually a God above our skies, and that's so dumb, man. That's a bit fucking dumb, man. That's so like stupid to me, man. That if there was, honestly bro, if there was like a God, if there was like a God above our skies, why wouldn't he make it super duper clear, super duper obvious, you know what I mean? Why would he leave everything ambiguous with like so much like uncertainty and doubt? That's so dumb. If there was truly like a God that's real, 100% real, and he's above our skies and he's doing everything, why would he like, and you got like the threat of like hellfire, eternal damnation. Wouldn't God, like, if there was like a good loving God, why would he not make things super duper crystal clear, obvious as to like which certain religion is true, which certain like pathway is the right one to follow? But like that's not really the case, you know what I mean? There's so much ambiguity. There's always been like this tug of war between all of the major world religions. Isn't that kind of a bit stupid, guys? This tug of war between like the Christians and the Muslims as well, and that's so dumb. This tug of war wouldn't be happening if there was like some other form of like proof for the existence of God in it, like angels and whatever. Certainly, I was talking about like the Prophet Muhammad. He had some sort of interaction, supposedly, if you believe in like Islamic theology, if you believe in that stuff, he talked to the angel Gabriel, and the biblical prophets did as well. And what I never got is that how come they had this sort of like experience with like God and all that? They got to have like some sort of like demonstrable proof for the existence of like some type of magical being, God, and whatever you want to call it. But us ordinary folk, we don't get that magical experience, you know what I mean? That's a bit stupid, man. All it would take, I swear down, all it would take would be just to put like an angel in the sky. Then all the doubt and confusion would disappear. And there'll be no more like doubt, you know what I mean? There'll be no more like, there'll be no more questioning, no more tug of war. Why? The topic of this video is like, why didn't God? Oh, it's slightly raining again. Why is it raining again and again and again? Always shitty, man, raining. Why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? It's so beyond like whimsical to me. Like some solid piece of like evidence, that's all I'm asking. Maybe like an angel in the sky, something like that. And it's slowly raining again. It's freaking raining. I'm gonna have to jump in and get my umbrella, man. Fucking hell, bro, it's like raining right now, man. It's freaking raining, man. That's all I'm saying. A solid piece of like evidence, man. Solid piece of fucking solid piece of evidence for the existence of God, man. It would be so easy for God to prove his existence, you know what I mean? Gonna have to jump in. You're gonna have to see me pick out my umbrella. I need to get my umbrella. I'm still filming a video.
You see me?
No. Where's my umbrella? No. Still gotta record this. I just need to get an umbrella because it's raining. Open door. Damn, I don't want to show myself in here. Horrible, man. Oh, it's raining, man. What's this? Very light rain. Let's see what happens. I'll get my umbrella out. Oh, bro, can you see that? Oh, that's so much better. Makes it look a bit dumber though in the video. Oh, it's raining, man. I don't know if you can see that, but it's legitimately, it's freaking raining, man. Yo, it's freaking raining, man. I swear down. It's raining, but I got the umbrella. No big deal now. Always freaking ruins it, man. The umbrella kind of, I don't know, you can't really see too much of the background. No, but I gotta make these little small compromises, you know what I mean? Because I kind of stay, because it's raining very badly now. But I got the umbrella now, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, what was I getting onto? If there truly was like a real life, you know, like God, whatever. Bro, it's like freaking raining, man, I swear down. I can't even get onto this, man. I want to show you some of the background. It's like, it's very badly raining. But it's not a big deal, I can still like talk. Just gotta, you can't really see too much of the background now, but I got my umbrella, it's not a big deal. It's England though. Because it's England, so you know it's gonna be like pissing down very badly. Actually, maybe it's good that it's raining, because now most people probably won't be able to like come close to me in it. Yo, but I wanted to, like, the topic of this video is like, if you think about this so carefully, guys, like, God, why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence, you know what I mean? I've been talking about the fact that there's been like a massive tug of war. There's always been like a tug of war between like different religious groups and organizations and factions. This tug of war is like so nonsensical. There wouldn't, like, what the only reason this tug of war is real is because God hasn't been proving himself in a meaningful way. So like, the tug of war, you can feel that wind coming on. Oh man, the weather is getting so horrible. I have to still finish this video though. Think about this so carefully. The tug of war, man. You hear that? Do you hear that? It's going much harder. God damn. It's getting hard. Holy shoot, guys. This is mad. You see that? That is mad. Yo, that is mad. If I didn't have the umbrella, this camera would be so soaked. But you know, why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? It's so bewildering to me, it's so wild. And some people would say there is proof. Like, look at the world around you, certainly. And fair enough, then I think that is like fair enough then, but I'm talking about more solid proof, you know what I mean? Like an angel in the sky. Something more like profound, meaningful, something that we all can look at and say, oh yeah, there's certainly a God in this world. Oh, bro, it's pissing down, man. It's pissing hard, man. Got an umbrella, so it's not a big deal. Why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? A lot of you would probably say there is so much proof. Well, okay, fair enough, but there's so many religions that claim that their God is real as well, and that their God created everything as well. So, you know what I mean? So there's always going to be this tug of war, which has always been going on for quite a while. This tug of war is so annoying, you know what I mean? Are you kidding me? These umbrellas are so shoot, man. The wind just messes it all up. I might actually have to just go back into my... See that rain, man? All that nasty rain coming down. This tug of war, you know what I mean? What the hell is it about? It's so nonsensical that truly, if there was like a deity above our skies, you see that rain coming down, pissing down. That's some nasty stuff, guys. That's nasty, man. You swear down. Look at that shit, man. That rain coming down. I'll be so wet if I didn't have my umbrella. But if there truly was like a God above our skies, why didn't he leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? Why would he leave so much ambiguity? And the reason this is like so important to think about is that if in Islam, in Islamic theology, hellfire is so serious, you know what I mean? If you don't get the right memo, you get tortured for eternity in hellfire. So if there truly is a God that's benevolent, he would make things so crystal clear and obvious as to which certain religion is true. There would be no ambiguity, certainly, especially under like the penalty and threat of hellfire. That is like so sinister, that if there is a God, he would make it so that it's so like his existence is so ambiguous that you would have to be born into like a certain religious family and background to know about his existence. It's pissing down, but I'm not even wet because I got the umbrella. If you're in England, you gotta get yourself an umbrella or you're gonna be soaking wet. Ain't a big deal for me because I got the umbrella, you know what I mean? Certainly very important for you to get the umbrella. Where was I going with this video? Oh yeah. The topic of this video is, why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? If there truly was a benevolent being above our skies, wouldn't he make it so obvious, his existence so like obvious, so like without any sort of doubt? There'll be no doubt, there's no ambiguity. We can all agree that he's real. But if there is the God of all, if there is such a God, he made it so that everything is so like ambiguous, so like, I wonder how the background audio is gonna sound. The video might be too horrible because of the sound of the raindrops. Damn, the rain is going down hard. Ooh, the wind as well when it hits, man, it's so horrible. I might just have to finish this video inside in my house, man. It's so horrible. The rain is just going down so hard. Oh, and the wind, which makes it even worse. But where was I going with this? Why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? If there was such a God, why would he make everything so like ambiguous? He would leave things, he would make things like just be like a tug of war. He would make things ambiguous. If I kind of raise, he would make things like so ambiguous. I still got the umbrella, but I'm raising it. Damn, man, there's so much rain coming down. Oh, fucking hell, I messed up the wire. Anyway, the rain is so freaking horrible, man. Yo, the rain's nasty, bro. Rain makes it, in England, the rain and the wind makes it so difficult to do like these like vlogs outside, you know what I mean? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof of his existence? This tug of war is so dumb. It's been going on for thousands of years. This like tug of war. And I swear it's so kind of dumb, man. If there truly was like a God, why wouldn't he leave any sort of demonstrable proof of his existence? You know what I mean? It's so dumb that there's been like a big tug of war for nearly like 1,000 years now between all of the major world religions. Truly, if there was a good God out there, guys, wouldn't he make it so crystal clear and obvious as to like which religion is like true, which one is the right one? There wouldn't be any tug of war. Oh, the rain's starting to subside now. that was nasty, man. That was so nasty. I swear down, that was so nasty, the rain that came out. But if there truly is like a good, benevolent God, why would he make it, leave things so ambiguous? You know what I mean? Certainly, especially under like the threat of like eternal damnation, as is the case in Islam as well. Because if you don't get it right in Islam, you just burn forever in hell. That's kind of a little bit extreme, you know what I mean? If there truly was like a good benevolent God, is it still raining? Yeah, it's like light rain now. It's much easier to deal with this. Not too much noise in the background. The audio's gonna be more crisp. Yeah, so I just want to just keep going over and over. Should I keep going over and over the same things? Probably maybe not. But why didn't God leave any demonstrable proof? I was talking about like the biblical prophets. Prophet Muhammad had like these like divine experiences with like supernatural beings, like the angels and the angel Gabriel and all that type of stuff. Why couldn't God just leave a big angel in the sky? You know what I mean? Then there would be no more doubt and all that type of stuff. Everybody can just look at the sky and see which certain path is true. You know what I mean? There's like all this like doubt, man. That's so horrible. There's like a lot of ambiguity and doubt and all this like tug of war that's been going on for thousands of years in our history now, and that's so dumb. If truly there was like a good God, wouldn't he make things so like beyond obvious, beyond clear as to which certain religion is true? There'll be like no doubt, no like ambiguity, no more like tug of war. This big fat tug of war that's been going on for thousands of years is so dumb. Because surely if an omnipotent deity was real and was caring about us and wanted us to know which path is true and which religion is true and which scripture is true and stuff like that, he could have like put like something in the sky, you know what I mean? But he didn't do that. That's so weird. That's so dumb. That if there is truly like a benevolent deity, God in the sky, why wouldn't he like make it beyond like crystal clear and obvious? You know what I mean? Just all it would take is like him put like an angel in the sky. Done. We all can see the angel. There's no more like these like long ass atheist Christian debates, Muslim Christian debates. There's no more debates because we all see the angel in the sky. You know what I mean? It's all obvious. It's all laid out there for us to see. So it's no more like tug of war. The fact that if there is such a benevolent God out there, if there is a God and stuff like that, and a deity and a creator, and if he made it so that everything's too ambiguous, we'll never know which religion is true, and he also made it so that if you don't get the right religion correct, you burn forever in hell, then that God is probably evil. All it would take was like just for this certain deity to put like an angel in the sky. That's all it would take, like an angel in the sky, something like that, anything similar to that. It would all be laid out. There would be no more like long ass atheistic debates, you know what I mean, man? That's so dumb. I think it stopped raining completely now. Damn, that's so much better. I'll still hold on to the umbrella though. Should I still cover it? Still might be some few bits of rain. Yeah, there's still light rain. Fucking hell. I'll still hold the umbrella in my hand though. But damn, you know what I mean? If there was like a God in it above us, all he would have to do is put an angel in the sky. Everything's so obvious. There's no more tug of war. Why wouldn't if there truly is like a benevolent creator, why would he keep things so ambiguous, so like keep making people like doubt his existence? Why what would be the point of that? And then giving like the penalty of like eternal torture and damnation if you don't get it right. That just doesn't really logically follow at all to me. But it's very, very hard to understand this. Certainly it's very difficult. maybe there's like some Christians, Muslims, they'll say there's a greater wisdom behind why God chooses to stay like behind the scenes, so to speak. Maybe there is like some great wisdom, but at least in my opinion, it's a bit suspect that if there truly is like a benevolent deity, he or she or it or whatever it is, rather chooses to stay like ambiguous behind the scenes. What's the point of that? That's so dumb. Why not put an angel in the sky, make everything like so crystal clear, everything's laid out perfectly? Then there'll be like no more doubt, you know what I mean? It would all be like beyond obvious and clear. But there's still this like tug of war going on, this big like doubt. And it doesn't make any fucking sense, man, I swear. If there truly is like a good God, a benevolent deity, why not put an angel in the sky, an angel that tells us which certain path is correct, which scripture is correct, religion correct? All that would be so, it would be so simple. An angel in the sky, we would all see it, we would all know which religion is true. There would be no more doubt. And God can surely do that if he's omnipotent, all benevolent, as well, and all powerful and capable. He could put an angel in the sky, no more tug of war, no more doubt. We'd all see it and we would all agree with each other as to which religion is true. But the fact that God hasn't done that, he just keeps things ambiguous, to me that's so stupid. That doesn't make any logical sense, man. I swear on. It doesn't make any logical sense. All it would take is just like an angel in the sky, you know what I mean? Or something similar. Then there'll be no more doubt, no more like confusion. We'd all understand which certain path is true and which certain trajectory to follow and which certain religion to follow, and whatever you want to call it. Be no more doubt. Just like if you look at in the sky there, all it would take is like an angel in the sky and we'd all know which path to follow. But the God, if there is like such a God, he would rather choose to stay, rather being stupid with my words, choose or like consider, or like, he would rather stay ambiguous. And that's like kind of, to me, that would suggest that he's probably either malevolent, evil, certainly especially with Islam, because there's like the penalty of like eternal hellfire if you don't get it right. If you don't follow Allah, you burn forever in hell. So that's very serious, isn't it? So if there's like a penalty of like eternal torture and damnation if you don't get it right, why would a God rather stay ambiguous? Why wouldn't he get rid of all the doubt related to his existence? Why would he not just put an angel in the sky? Why would he not leave any demonstrable proof of his existence in this world? That's like so suspect to me. You gotta really think about this, guys. Yo, whoever you are that's watching this video, think about this so carefully. If there is like a God, why would he not leave any sort of like proof of his existence, like an angel in the sky? That's like the most borderline basic level example to use, or anything like that, like any type of proof that we all can use our eyes to see and we all can like look at it and like, oh yeah, this is certainly God here. But there's nothing like that, you know what I mean? It's all like ambiguous, it's all like suspect, it's all like dubious. But there's also the penalty of eternal hellfire and torture if you don't get it right. That is so stupid. God could clearly just make it so obvious that there would be no more like tug of war between the major world religions. There would be no more tug of war between like the atheists and the Christians and theologians and whatever. There'd be no more tug of war. It would be so crystal clear. We would all see it in the sky and we'd all agree on it. But that's not the case. There is no demonstrable proof for any sort of certain deity or whatever you want to call it. If we look around our world, there's no like magical being that we can look to and, oh, here we go, here's like one good piece of evidence for this, the supposed existence of this certain specific deity. It's all so ambiguous and like without proof and evidence. It's so kind of nonsensical if you think about this so deeply and carefully. An angel in the sky, some people say, well, there'll still be doubt and confusion. Not really. I'm saying that an angel that'll be so like overwhelmingly like supernatural that we would all see it and we would all agree on it and we would all like know which certain path to follow. But there's no like there's no like such thing as that around in this world. It's all like just, if you look around the world, there's not like no magical like stuff, you know what I mean? It's all just like, everything's like pretty mundane without any sort of supernatural force. It's raining so hard. Damn, it's pissing down, man. It's almost like there's like a giant elf pissing on me right now. Oh, when I'm making these videos, I probably should most certainly carry an umbrella as well, because it always sometimes starts to rain and I just you can't make videos when the lens is getting all messed up, you know what I mean? But you know, why is there so much doubt, ambiguity? If there truly was like a God, a creator, he could have just put an angel in the sky. Simple. We'd all see the angel, we'd all see that magical stuff in the sky, and we'd all look at it and we'd all agree on it, you know what I mean? But God would rather choose to remain ignorant. I mean, not ignorant, but ambivalent. Well, maybe ignorant about it, but ambivalent. And like, would rather stay shrouded in mystery and not really want to reveal himself in a proper way. That's kind of, obviously, some people would say there's like an explanation, because if God revealed himself, he wouldn't be God anymore. He can't put himself in this world, fair enough, but he can put like an angel, because you know, because any like Muslim Christian can't deny this, because how did the Prophet Muhammad get his revelation? He spoke to the angel Gabriel. God could have just left, could have told the angel Gabriel just to like stay around in the sky, and then we would all see it and we would all agree on it, and there would be no more doubt and confusion, and we would all be rightly guided. But he didn't do that. He'd rather us just remain ignorant about his existence with all this ambiguity and doubt and no proof to go off of except the supposed revelation sent down, which is kind of dubious as well, because like the Bible, the Gospels, the Tanakh and the Quran, they're kind of at odds with each other as well in certain ways. And so if there is like a good God, in this case the Abrahamic God, why would he choose to rather stay behind a veil? Why not bring himself more out into the open? Why wouldn't he like just show himself, like, or like an angel, put an angel in the sky, something like that? All questions would be answered, all of that stuff would be sorted out, everything would be laid out for us to see. There'll be no more doubt, there'll be no more confusion, no more tug of war. It would be so beyond obvious as to which certain path is true. But the God, that the supposed Abrahamic deity, if he's real in this case, would rather choose to stay behind a veil and to leave a lot of confusion and doubt and ignorance. And there's also the penalty of eternal hellfire and torture. So if you don't get it right, you don't get to make it to paradise, you burn forever in hell. If there is a God and he made it so that if you don't know about his existence properly, you burn forever, even though he didn't make you, even though he didn't leave any proof, then that God is like fucking evil then, you know what I mean? And that is pretty much in Islamic theology. If you don't really follow the Islamic theology, if you're not a Muslim, you pretty much probably are burning forever in hell. So that's kind of, to me, a bit nonsensical, especially because there's no proof to go off of it, man. That's kind of a little bit. If you look at the sky, you can't see God. If you look around this world, you don't see anything like hinting at any type of like being, supernatural being or deity or creator existing, and that's a bit, to me, that's so nonsensical. Surely guys, if there was like a God that's real, he could have just put an angel in the sky. All doubt, all questions would be solved and answered for. Everything would be laid out. The tug of war would come to an end. We'd all know what to follow and what to believe in. But no, the God of this world, rather, if there is a God, he'd rather stay behind a veil. That's so. And in Islam, there's like the penalty of like eternal torture. So if you don't get it right, you burn for all eternity in hellfire. Does that make sense? No. All it would take is like an angel in the sky. That's it, God. That's all I'm asking for, you know what I mean? Angel in the sky, that's it. Because some people say, well, that's not possible. The angel Gabriel appeared to the Prophet Muhammad, so it is certainly possible that they could have just, if God is real, he could have put an angel in the sky and all doubt, all questions would be answered, everything would be so laid out perfectly. But there is no demonstrable proof for any sort of like supernatural being. If you look around the world, it's all just like mechanical stuff, you know what I mean? It's like nature and all that stuff, wildlife. And there's no proper proof, and that's always the issue. And that's why there's always going to be like a tug of war between the major world religions, man. That's so annoying. Bro, it's like, it's raining and it's warm. How does that doesn't even make any sense. That's so dumb. It's raining and it's warm. But where was I going with this? Why would God keep things so like ambiguous without certainty? You know what I mean? An angel in the sky, that's all it would take, man. It would be so crystal clear. No more doubt, no more confusion, no more ignorance. But that's not really. Oh, the rain, man. Why did it have to rain now? The wind as well coming down. The rain in England can get so annoying, man. Certainly the wind as well. Back on topic though, angel in the sky would make things so crystal clear. Anything like that, any type of like proof like that would be so like good, but there's no proof. It's just so ambiguous. It's all this doubt. is this blind faith that most people go off of, and that's so dumb. Certainly if there was like a good God, he would put like something in the sky to make us believe in him, you know what I mean? But it's like there's no like proper evidence for it, you know what I mean? It's all like ambiguous, and there's so much doubt and uncertainty, and that's why there's like this tug of war, and that's kind of, to me, a bit stupid. To me, there's like this big fat tug of war, and that's kind of a bit dumb. All it would take was like an angel in the sky, something like that, some type of supernatural being on this planet to convince everyone that, oh yeah, this certain religion is true. But there's no like, no such thing. There's no like supernatural, there's no like extraordinary evidence for any type of magical being. Yo, that's a rainbow, man. Yo, do you see that? That's a rainbow. That's like real rainbow. Oh, that's so funny as well, because I'm saying that like God didn't leave anything for us to go off of, but look, there's a rainbow. Maybe that's like that's real. That's a real rainbow. Yo, maybe that's God talking to me right now. Yo, this video is so ironic, because I'm saying that there's no like demonstrable proof of God or whatever, and there's no angels in the sky, but yo, look, that's a rainbow. That's a rainbow right there, bro. It's like stretching all the way down. So maybe that's like God trying to communicate with me. I don't know. I was asking him, yeah, maybe certain things like that might happen. Maybe some people say it's just a coincidence, but yo, look, there's a rainbow. But still, it would be so much better if there was like an angel or something like that in the sky, not just a rainbow like that. This is so weird. That's so random. And a rainbow just appeared over there. That's so dumb. I mean, it's not dumb, but it's like randomly. It's like a fun little like thing that happened. It's so random. And this video is about like there's no demonstrable proof of the existence of God, but look, there's like a rainbow there. That's kind of funny to me. It might be a coincidence, but maybe perhaps God's trying to tell me something. I don't know. There's probably some type of supernatural being that's trying to interact with me. Look, he showed me a rainbow. Or maybe that's just my mental illness coming into effect. But anyway, no angel in the sky, nothing supernatural in the sky for us to see. So why? Like, it's so like, to me, that's so. Isn't that kind of a bit suspect? Isn't that kind of stupid? Surely, if there was like a God in the sky, a good God, he would make it so crystal clear, so obvious as to which certain path is correct and the right one to follow. There would be no ambiguity, no doubt, no uncertainty. Everything would be laid out for us to see. Oh look, there's a rainbow in the sky. Maybe that is someone upstairs is trying to tell me something. I don't know. Maybe is it just my mental illness coming into effect? I don't know. But the thing here, guys, is so important that there's no demonstrable proof of the existence of God or whatever. No angel in the sky. That would be so. If there was an angel in the sky, we'd all see which religion is true. We would all agree on that thing, one thing in the sky. We'd all see it. We'd all know which thing to follow and which scripture to read. But there's nothing like that. There's no supernatural presence that we can see and observe, and we know with full certainty it's real and true. And it's kind of, there's so much like doubt and ambiguity. And in Islam, there's also like the threat of like hellfire and eternal damnation. And so to me, that's a bit weird. If there truly is like a good God, wouldn't he make it so like beyond obvious, beyond clear which religion is true? It's kind of. But look, that rainbow just like randomly appeared. Is that like some sort of sign or something like that? I don't know. Is that like a sign that God's trying to tell me, show me something or whatever? It's kind of a bit weird, man. But if there truly was like a God, all it would take is like an angel in the sky. We'd all see it. We'd all know with full certainty which religion is true. There would be no doubt, no more tug of war. And so the fact that if there is such a God, he didn't make it so crystal clear, that to me would suggest some sort of malintent. You know what I mean? Bloody, there's like a rainbow. Yo, there's like a real rainbow there. You can even see it on film, on camera. That is so mad. There's like a rainbow there, yo. And it's so like popping. So colorful. Anyway, that's like a fun little coincidence, but I don't want to get too much into that. If there truly was like a real God, he would make it so obvious. Why wouldn't he just put an angel in the sky, something like that? It'll be so like beyond obvious, you know what I mean? There'll be no more doubt, no more tug of war, but that clearly isn't the case, you know what I mean? That's kind of a big fat letdown for me, certainly regarding like the major world religions. But anyway, just, I don't know, I might end it here, or maybe I might not. I just need to check how much footage I got left.